your business, our business. Here it is. You have movies. Here you have a great. Somebody got to mute their phone, man. Y'all killing me. The
Let me
background
mute.
noise is
I'll
killing
mute
me.
out. I'll mute, brother. I'm at the gym. I'll mute out.
Thank you. So the bottom line is, here it is. Movies like Sinners. This when Ryan Coogler and Michael P. Jordan taking up the mantle that Nipsey Hussle and what's his name again? The director, Boys in the Hood. What's his name again? Yeah, John Singleton. Picking up where they left off. Here it is. They're showing the movie Sinners brought home. And that's why there were a lot of people who hate the movie. But Michael P. Jordan and Ryan Coogler brought home exactly how these people feel about us in that movie. They're parasites. They don't mean our community well. And we keep welcoming these people in. And here you have now some of them now joining that white supremacist or white adjacent, okay, to attack our people. And we keep letting them. That's the thing. See that? We keep letting them. And you got all these half-ass Negro leaders that we don't hold accountable, that lead us to the slaughter, bro. But now this has got to stop. Here it is. I saw and watched the trial, and I saw the prosecution. The prosecution was feeding the defense material and evidence, basically sabotaging their own case. All right, here it is. The dude is on record and shown in videos having attacked some of our people prior to shooting this young man. So that should have been an open and shut case of a hate crime, but they would rather sabotage, because again, the main thing they don't want to do is put a precedent in play that's going to do what? Put white men in the hot seat if they attack us. That's through the police force and other means. You know, the case.
It's that too. Right.
Well, here's what I'm gonna say.
Clearly, the verdict is that. Yeah, with that verdict, yeah, that's clearly part of it. Yeah, for sure.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna say it too, Laurel.
Right.
Well, here's what I'm gonna say.
What I probably have to start happening to a degree. I won't say too much on this phone, but it's gonna have to. You guys heard it before. It's gonna have to be some things occurred behind the scenes, and in particular locales across the country that's going to be unannounced. Whether it be, whether it's personal or business related, right? It's gonna have to occur like that, and then just maybe, some of these events may make the news, and just maybe some people may get inspired, right, and begin to kind of read between the lines. See, you got to read between the lines, right?
Well, the lines.
Everything can't be declared outright, right?
Well, here the lines that I'm reading. Okay. Now, as far as a roost is concerned, I can agree with that, because let's not forget that although J. Edgar Hoover and George Herbert Walker Bush are long dead, the counterintelligence program, COINTELPRO, is still in effect. So the roof that I see The roots that I see with this event
You know,
is trying to more or less overall distract Negroes, distract our people as a whole to forget the fact that at last count, all right, you got 100+ thousand black women and girls missing in this country. You got the Epstein thing going on, but the thing is, there's a force out here that's kidnapping not only Black America, Foundation of Black American, or Black America, whatever name you want to affix to us. You got North American and Seminole Indian women that are being kidnapped and they're missing, and so on and so forth. It's a lot going on. So the roost is a distractor to make us think, okay, well, look at the Asians. No, I'm not. See, those Asians are only working for a bigger nucleus, a bigger demon, and that is this government. And that is when, see, not Jim Crow. Jim Crow, he's long dead, but his son is much more sophisticated, and that's James Crow Esquire. He's more sophisticated than his father and predecessors were. They hide it more sophisticated, but at the same time, though, those of us who have come of age and we see through the roots, we know who the main culprit is. All right, it's still so-called white supremacists at work. J. Edgar Hoover, COINTELPRO at work, and a great many of us we understand that, and we're not gonna fall. And they see that a lot of us are not falling for the okey doke. And there are a lot of Asians, some of them who see what the government is trying to do. That's why they're coming out saying, "Look, man, yo, hold up, whoa, 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 whoa. We gonna have to. What we're not gonna do is sit up here and pretend that we haven't been given money by this government to come in black neighborhoods and take up the businesses after they got bombed, after we got ran out, flooded, burned, lynched, you name it." See, but the key thing I've been noticing in all those events from Oklahoma on down, Rosewood on down, we still refuse to develop a military. See, without a military and militia in play to destroy your enemies and anyone who come trying to gangster and take what's yours, yeah, it's open season. And see, the FBI and I'll come to a stop right. Now. I agree, but now the thing is though, when it comes down to the political aspect of it, now under what body, what structure will we have our constitution set up on? You know, Well, you know what, Laurel? It's very difficult to support anything when the overall majority of our people are bought and paid for. See that? Look, I'm not gonna forget. I'm gonna put something in your ear. When I got step two to sell out by a certain organization, the dude who they sent to recruit me made it clear to me. He said, "Listen, we have almost every black group under our umbrella. Okay." Including other factions of what you believe in. That's because I'm an Israelite, but I don't force it on anyone. But I'm making a point. He said we have factions of your people and systems under our umbrella enrolling with us, and we control them. So you might as well come on in. See, Laurel, that's been the main thing throughout the years. The reason that we don't have the seats filled because so many people are bowing the white zaddy, man. Yeah, you know what, brother, I've been saying thank you, Laurel, thank you. I've been saying that for the longest. But now, what do you propose we do? Let's say we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 6 of us here now. What do you propose we do? The 6 of us right now.
Hold on, I knew. I just came in here. Now you know one of us with a whole lot of gang shit. So I need to know what you talking about before I be like, yeah, I'm with the shit. Yeah, yo. Yeah. I'm with a whole lot of gang shit. I ain't with all that building. Oh yeah, good.
No, it doesn't, brother.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that is some gang shit. Cause
But
I'm
now
the
my thing, now
cause I'm
okay,
the
that's
Jesus
fine.
in my city.
Uh, all right, so now that okay, and now the only thing now with that in play, we got to make sure that if we put this king, put this I won't even say king. If we put this representative in the forefront, we have to make sure that he isn't going to be given to venality, a fancy word saying selling out. How do we?
No, because you'll think you'll have like a board of people.
Now
Yeah,
you
you
gotta
gotta have
have
like a
you
board
gotta.
of
I don't know why
people.
you say representative. Why you can't say rep? Why you can't say king?
This shit going to be ran like
You
the
know why?
No,
mafia
but
You
you
know
need
why?
at the
I'm
you'll
end of the
telling
need
you.
day.
You know why?
At
You
the
know
end of the
why?
day.
You know why?
you
You
feel
know
like
what?
a
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna
pawn.
tell. He asked a good
Where it's
question.
tied into the government, but it's a hell of an enforcement arm on that motherfucker.
I'm gonna
You know what
tell
I'm
you.
saying?
I'm gonna tell you why I don't. I really bristle at King and all that. You know why? Cause see, here it is. Like in the particular sector of what I serve right now, you got all these megalomaniacal idiots talking about they're the commanding general, they're the commanding this and the commanding that. They don't put themselves.
Right.
You got cats talking about they third in command under Christ and all. Man, that's why. I can't
But when you
deal with
put a
these.
king, but you put a king, you put a
So I
person in a
say,
position to be a king though. That's
so
what I'm
I
saying.
say, so I'd rather say he is a representative. You know why? Because what that does, okay, it takes away the potential of that king becoming a freaking tyrant and becoming all of a sudden Mr. Megalomania. He not here to serve the people, but the people are here to serve him, and that's ass backwards. See,
Nah, but
that's
every king
why
don't think
I
like
don't,
that
I don't
though.
want to give I don't want to give nobody that dubious title.
Yeah, every king don't think like that though. Every king don't
Yeah, I
think
get
like
what
that.
he's saying though. If it didn't come from the commander general, your highness, it didn't come from the Lord. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm
Exactly.
saying. That's what I'm saying though. Oh yeah. Well, I'm just saying back to the king shit. But you know, you got well, like I say,
God.
but the king is just like I say.
Right. On some mafia shit. Right. It's gonna have to be ran some to a degree like that. All organizations are. Right. Right. Because we have too much to lose. Right. Right.
It's not, but like I say,
Facts.
I
Facts.
put it, I put it like in my position. I'm doing. I'm labeled damn near the king of my damn city, but also got a treasurer. I got a chief enforcer. You know what I'm saying? You know what I say? So
Right.
you'll have people that already you already have people that already dealing with the money and all that. The king really ain't got
Right.
to deal with none of that shit. He just the voice in the
Right.
face.
Right.
And like I say, it's huh? Like I s Yeah, but he got to sacrifice that shit too. Yeah, think about it though. He a representative, but he the person that got to sacrifice a lot of shit. He putting his life on the line. The other motherfucker ain't really got to put his life on the line. He putting his life on the line. So every nigga got to do that. It's a damn king. That's what I'm saying.
And Laurel, you know what? You're on to something, and I 1000% agree with you on that. Okay. Now that's an excellent idea. We sustain and put this representative in play. Okay, if he's indeed qualified, there's no need for him to be caught up in no demonic entitlement where he'll go and sell out our interests like you've had the congressional, like the
He ain't.
congressional.
I'm telling you, he
Like,
really ain't got to sell nothing now because he really don't have to do nothing. He's really just a voice in the face. Most kings is the voice in the face. Huh? Yeah. But like I say, but you gonna have a Judas in the motherfucker equation. The motherfucker gonna get jealous and all that shit there. Then in the day, a motherfucker gonna set him up and kill his ass.
but now, see, this is where we with anyone that does the selecting and electing, we're gonna put up a security task force where that won't happen.
Right.
You
You need a
see, the
board.
thing,
Right.
so now the
To
thing is,
eliminate
but you know
the
what?
monopoly. Right.
But discussions like this, we need to have
Right.
face to face versus being on the phone.
Right. Gathering of the families. Shit.
But, okay, somebody needs to please respectfully mute. Thank you. What I was going, Laurel, what you're saying is true. It's true, but please understand that when we discuss issues of black empowerment on any level, that's all an automatic threat to this country's doctrine and system. Okay, of white supremacists, because you know they're not supreme in the first place. So anytime we just, as J. Edgar Hoover was asked, what's his biggest fear? Black unity. When they hear souls like you and all who on this conversation, when we start conversing like this, that's an automatic threat. Because when you look up, if you're going to check out the United States government's STG, Security Threat Group, all right, a security threat group is any group of individuals who are about or considered to be subversive to the doctrines of this government and this system of order. Now, but courtesy of Barack Obama, when he, who I call the Black Damien Thorn, when he was president, he what the white presidents couldn't do, he did when he put into effect all the policies of the National Defense Authorization Act, the Lone Wolf Terrorist Bill. That Lone Wolf Terrorist Bill, here it is now, that particular bill has it where here it is, even if you're not a part of a group, but because you speak on the level of empowerment, resistance, okay, no pun intended, looking at the title, is resistance and taking a stand for your own determination, that is a threat to how this government operates because they know, white men know.
Yeah.
True. All right.
Hey, Darrell. Hey, I knew. I knew. I knew. Hey, I knew. But you know you already got somebody that could be the voice of the people and don't give two fucks. Shit. Cause I dare so bring my street. I dare so bring my streets together, my hood together. Everybody. Wow. I ain't gonna call no nigga no representative though. They putting their damn life on the line. Ain't finna, they ain't that. That's I ain't gonna lie. That's a insult, really. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like I said, you got them people that don't like those titles and shit. Don't be the main ones that are damn fold and turn and stab a motherfucker in the back. I mean, that's from what I know. You know what I used to call? I used to call myself Little Nico when I was a jit too. That used to be my nickname, Nico, and I ain't even know that fuck. I ain't even know what that meant. And people, I did not know that shit. I used to call myself Nico when I was a jit. Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah.
And test them up to see what they're about. And just bring anybody in. We got test the metal of them up the gall, not just fancy speech, right? That's how the mob do it. Even when the feds use, even when feds use rats, they test theirs, or you know what I'm saying, or the investigate whoever's being investigated, they'll test whoever they think is a rat. One way or another, you
Yeah.
gotta get tested. They have to test the metal of it. They got to,
Yeah.
especially if you were involved in the sensitive areas of the organization, right? The real critical shit, the shit that'll make and break this whole shit up into pieces. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When they hear talk like when we're in foundational points of discussion. Like this is like we scratch. And then here are conversations of us debating about who's going to be in charge, what they'll be in charge. And we've seen that conversation break out in mafias too as well. And we have to get past that. All structure has a hierarchy. We have to be able to deal with that. To call it whatever. Us not being able to deal with that effectively has been seen many times lead to the demise of the organization, whether it be legal or illegal, right? Somebody has to be in charge. Somebody or somebody's, right? Usually more than one, has to be in charge, and you have to be okay with it, right? Right. So we see some of these back chats got leaders of certain platforms. These niggas back there arguing, debating, fighting, all we're pulling up docs and motherfuckers. If you can't deal with that level of a hierarchy, imagine dealing with something with national sovereignty, right? Or even at the state level, or even at your city level. These niggas have an issue with fundamental type shit because they're not so articulate as Bebe, as Yo-Yo, or they don't know as much as BB right here. Or because Bebe got the head position at the platform. Who does him or her think she is? Punk ass nigga, punk ass dude. You won't get nowhere with that kind of mindset. You won't get anywhere. Look how far has this gotten us so far, even in the back chats. Mothers can't put two seeds together and grow a goddamn orange tree. By and large, collective. I'm speaking collective. See, it's gonna take a fucking radical motherfucker, bro. And a group of these motherfuckers to get together, discreetly, of course, and overtly to a degree. And I assume you got some of the notice on the overt side, but and make a move. But the most successful organizations have dealt with that in a variety of ways. I'll just leave that there. And the solution will not be one absolute approach. Let's get that out the way. What would you say is the answer? The answer is going to be multifaceted, and pretty much like we don't have gangster like motherfuckers involved in this shit. We don't have intellectuals involved in this shit, right? You know what I'm saying? We don't have a panel of motherfuckers. We don't have articulate motherfuckers. We don't have some motherfuckers that's ignorant as hell. Nigga, ignorant as fuck. But that's his magic.
Okay. Yeah.
So right. Right. Yep. Yep. This should take off because of a total revision of the mentality. Right, get out there, get on the battlefield, go to argue and shit. I've been trying to yell these motherfuckers myself. I said, you see all this shit we got to lose and all this shit that's on hand, all this shit the motherfuckers have got, all the fuck that shit we got to do to get this far. And you out here in the goddamn middle of the night before this shit take, blast that motherfucker. You got to. You got to start internal first. Get outside. Clean up the inside. Clean up your own house. That's what it's going to take first. Like clean up your own house. Right, right. You got that shit. Gotta be awesome. It gotta be. That must gotta be ratted. Bug. You gotta call the bug man. You gotta call goddamn. You gotta call the test control. You're gonna have to. Right. We got a lot of rats and roaches in the vicinity. Right. When I did blast that, I said, man, you're gonna deviate from the plan and shit, go to doing their own plan, blast that. You ain't going nowhere. Your shit stop right here. Especially if they know secret information. Yeah, you're not going nowhere. Well, right. If he had a different idea, he shouldn't have joined. It's as simple as that. Yeah, don't wait till we get to the critical moments. The fuck? Well, when I talk about, I don't like so and so. I don't like him or her. I never, they'll be saying I don't like him or her. I don't think you should be doing this. I should be in charge, man. If any of that shit pop up, man, shit. Mother's ignorant as hell. It's not focused on the prize. You know what I'm saying? Right. Right. Oh yeah. I'm gonna go back on mute. I know my